In this video, I'll show you what you need to know to use and maximize the Amex Platinum hotel credit. I'll show you how to actually book hotels through Amex Travel and figure out if you're getting real value, and then at the end of the video, I'll show you how I personally use the credit and stack promotions and hotel points to get even more value. First, let's start with the basics. With the Amex Platinum card, you can get up to $600 in statement credits each calendar year for eligible hotel bookings through Amex Fine Hotels and Resorts and the Hotel Collection. But, like any credit card benefit, there's a bunch of caveats and gotchas. So to make sure that you're not spending $900 a year on a credit card and missing out on these credits, I'm going to go over what you need to know. First, you have to have the right credit card. All US variants of the Platinum Card, including the Consumer Platinum Card, Business Platinum Card, and the Amex Platinum Cards offered through Charles Schwab and Morgan Stanley, get these hotel credits. Now this changed in September 2025 because previously only Consumer Platinum Cards had a hotel credit, but now all of the Amex Platinum Cards do. Also, even though the mid-tier Delta SkyMiles credit cards have the word Platinum in the name, these aren't true Amex Platinum cards, so these cards don't offer the Amex Platinum hotel credit. Yeah, I know it's confusing, but I don't make these decisions. Second, the Amex Hotel Credit gets marketed as a $600 hotel credit, but it's actually split up into two smaller $300 credits. From January through June each year, you can earn up to $300 in credits, and then you can earn up to an additional $300 in credits from July through December. Now these credits are for prepaid hotel stays, and they're awarded based on when the charge for the prepaid hotel stay hits your account. So let's say that sometime in April you go on Amex Travel and make an eligible prepaid hotel booking for a trip that you're planning on taking in October. Since you'll be charged for this hotel stay in April, the stay will qualify for the January through June hotel credit. Finally, what is an eligible booking? Well, to be eligible, your booking must meet three requirements. First, it must be booked through Amex Travel. You can book through the Amex Travel website, the Amex app, or by calling the phone number on the back of your card. Second, the booking must be a Fine Hotels and Resorts hotel or a 2-day or longer stay at a hotel within the hotel collection. Finally, your booking must be prepaid. When you're booking your hotel, look for the option to book and pay today after you select your room and rate. Okay, so those are the rules. Now I'm going to show you how to actually book the credit. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to actually book a hotel using your credit on Amex Travel. Okay, so the first thing that you'll want to do is go to the American Express travel website, which is at americanexpress.com/travel. Now I'm going to search for a hotel in Portland, Oregon from the 9th through 13th of April. And at this point, you'll be asked to log in if you're not already logged in. And this is just to make sure that you qualify to book travel through American Express Travel. Now, when you get the results, you'll see Amex's recommended hotels, which will include a lot of the Hotel Collection and Fine Hotels and Resorts properties. But if you want to use your credit, you'll want to go up here to the Filter tab and select Fine Hotels and Resorts and the Hotel Collection, then scroll down and hit Apply Filters. And now you'll see only the Fine Hotels and Resorts and Hotel Collection hotels that can apply to your credit. Now I like to sort by lowest price, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to look at this Royal Sonesta Portland Downtown Hotel. So I'm going to click on Select Hotel, and now I see the hotel details page where I can choose my room type. Let's just choose a deluxe room with 1 queen bed. Now this is where you want to be careful because it's going to ask you to select your rate. And you'll get two options here. You'll get a book and pay today rate, and you'll get a book and pay at check-in rate. Now to use your credit, you have to prepay for the hotel, so you'll want to select this book and pay today rate. Now the next page you'll see will be your checkout summary. You'll see your room rate, you'll see your room rate details, a breakdown of your rate. You'll be able to put in your contact information, and there's a space for your hotel loyalty program number. Now the interesting thing about Fine Hotels and Resorts and the Hotel Collection is that these bookings actually earn points and get elite benefits with a hotel program. So if you participate in a hotel's loyalty program, put your number in here and you'll earn points and get some additional benefits on your stay. So after you've done that, you'll scroll down to payment, you'll click on card, and then you'll want to put in your card information. Now, don't click on points because this hotel credit only applies to cash bookings. So you'll want to click on card and you'll want to pay with your eligible Platinum card to earn your credit. Now, Amex will send you a confirmation email a few minutes after you book your hotel, and you'll get charged for it a few days later if you actually booked a prepaid rate. And a few days after that, you'll usually see your credit if your stay was eligible for the Amex hotel credit. Now, if we go back to the search page, you probably have noticed that some of these options are quite pricey, and you might be wondering if you're actually getting good value when you book through Amex Travel. So let's take a look at that. Let's compare the Royal Sonesta Portland Downtown Hotel to the same hotel on a site like Hotels.com. So if we go over here to hotels.com, we can search for that specific hotel, the Royal Sonesta Portland Downtown, from April 9th through April 13th, and let's see what we get. Now, if we look at hotels.com, we're seeing a total rate of $580 for our stay. But on Amex Travel, we're getting charged $691. Well, we need to look a little bit deeper to make sure that we're comparing apples to apples. So I'm going to go over here and hit Select Hotel, and I'm going to search for a room type and rate. So we'll choose this deluxe room, 1 queen bed, and look for the 2 rate options over here. Now, we'll do the same thing on hotels.com, and we're going to click in and see that the cheapest rate is for a deluxe room, 1 queen bed, so that's the same room type, but the cheapest rate is actually non-refundable, whereas over on Amex Travel, we have a refundable until April 8th rate. So if we want to compare apples to apples, we need to look at the refundable rate. So we'll click on that, and we'll see that on hotels.com, we'll get charged $691 total, which is actually the same price as we'll get charged on Amex Travel. So what you'll find is that sometimes Amex offers you a better deal, sometimes it offers you a worse deal, and you really need to check on a competing site if you want to make sure that you're getting a good deal from Amex. But sometimes on Amex Travel, it's possible to get even more value, and I want to show you what that looks like. So if we go back to the hotels page, we'll see panels for special offers on some of the hotels. And these special offers can be a % discount off room rates. Here's a 15% off room rate discount. I've seen up to 25%. And then if we scroll down a little bit further, we see another special offer for this Kimpton property, which offers a 3rd night free. Now this 3rd night free is valid only for stays through the end of 2025. So let's go and see if we can pull one of those up. Okay, so we're back at our search bar, and we'll search for Portland hotels from 2025, let's see, November 6th, 3 nights, 7, 8, 9, November 6th through the 9th, 2025. And we can see that the Kimpton River Place Hotel by IHG is giving us a rate of about $219 a night instead of the normal $372 a night. So let's go back over to hotels.com and see what they want to charge. Okay, over on hotels.com, we'll search for the Kimpton River Place. Again, we'll use the same dates of November 6th through the 9th. And we see that the Kimpton River Place actually wants to charge us $1,900 for our trip. So why is that? Well, let's take a look. Now, if we scroll down here, we'll see that there's only one room type that's actually available, and that's a cottage 1 bedroom. But if we look at the hotel on Amex Travel, we'll see that you can actually get a suite with Amex Travel. So this shows you another one of the ways that Amex Travel can add a bit of additional value, because sometimes you have access to better rates or room types that show as sold out on other sites. So you can get plenty of value by booking through Amex Travel. Not only is that the way to get access to your $600 hotel credits, but booking Fine Hotels and Resorts or the Hotel Collection, you'll get a $100 or greater on-property credit to use. If you're booking with Fine Hotels and Resorts, you'll get free breakfast. You can stack your hotel points and loyalty benefits on top of that, and you can earn Amex membership rewards points for your hotel booking. So there's plenty of value to be had on the Amex portal. Now, I'm going to go back on my script and tell you how I've used the credits in the last couple of years. Now, I've had a personal Platinum card for years, and while I'm generally skeptical about the value of statement credits, I've actually warmed up to the Amex Platinum's hotel credit quite a bit. And that's because the last few years, the credit has actually been usable for hotels that were both convenient and priced competitively with the hotel options that I would have otherwise booked. So I'm pretty excited that Amex has both increased the value of this credit from $200 to $600 a year and added it to the business variants of the Platinum card. So how have I used these credits in the past? Very recently, I stayed at a Canopy by Hilton in Portland, Oregon for a conference. My 4-day stay ended up costing me about $400 after the $200 credit and a 4th night free promotion on Amex Travel. And the $100 credit that I got because the booking was with the Hotel Collection paid for my breakfast for the entirety of my stay. Now, my alternative was paying about $200 a night to stay at the conference hotel, so in this case, I actually stayed in a less expensive hotel and was able to cash my credit. But I've also used the credit to give myself a reason to have a better experience when traveling. When my girlfriend and I went to Australia last year, we stayed at the Langham Melbourne, which was a phenomenal experience. Now, admittedly, this is a step above the type of hotel that I would normally stay in, but my $200 hotel credit brought the price in line with other hotels in the area, plus we got a room upgrade, a fantastic breakfast every day, and a $100 credit to use at the hotel, so while the credit didn't displace cash, it did buy us a memorable experience in a luxury hotel. Now, I mentioned earlier that Amex increased this credit as part of its larger refresh of the Platinum Card lineup. If you want more details on that, I've got a video over here, but YouTube thinks that you'll like this one best, so pick whichever one you're most interested in. If you want to subscribe, you can do that over here. If you've got questions on the Amex Hotel credit, please leave them down below. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.